doctoral dissertation in liturgy, and that is what I bring to you. That I believe that it is through the liturgy of God's gifts for the people of God where we will find unity in the Reformed Church and in the ecumenical church. So it is from this context that I come speaking to you as a young pastor, a husband, a father, a Filipino American, as a liturgist. It is from this identity that I come to you to address this conference's theme, Do More by Doing Less. Now, when I was stuck in Newark Airport last night on the tarmac for nearly 4 hours, in the Continental Airlines magazine, Sky Magazine, on page 108, there was a article called Stress Fractures. You see the picture of that man? There's a man carrying a load of paper. Stress fractures, and underneath it, it says, the key to accomplishing more could be doing less. So to the leadership, very prophetic to choose that, because even Continental editors are looking at that. Do more by doing less. Let me pause here first so that if there's a translation of this.
这是他的圣经啊，代表我小概讲我本人，我是菲律宾的美国人。
冇聽
啊，我跟一個韓國人結婚，將我2個囡仔。我出世是羅馬天主教會領洗禮，後來變做一個聯合教會會員，最後成做一個長老教會啦。我是一個傳統方面的人，雖然我用真濟電腦，甲迄個網站，總是我抑個真愛讀迄個印出來、紙印出來的冊，包括幾千本迄個關於初代教父遐個冊，所以我是佇即個新的甲舊的中間的即個交接這方面的人。我照對這所了解。 我的博士論文是咧寫迄個禮拜的儀式，就是講對古早的儀式，甲迄個改革中種種嗰些上面，這儀式的中間安怎來了解過來。所以我的題目是講你若要做較濟，你就愛用做較少，對我特別來的是吼，佇一個飛機頂一篇的雜誌一篇文章，伊也是咧講吼，你若要做較濟。
Now, even though I come from the Filipino-American context, I think I could say some things about the whole Asian-American context, whether Taiwanese, whether Japanese, whether Korean-American. And that is that we all share a strong work ethic. We work hard. You work hard. In our professional lives, learn from our parents and grandparents, pass down to your children and grandchildren, and to all of us. But that strong work ethic also carries over into our church life. Nod your heads or raise your hands if one of these observations connects with you. 1. You come to church on Sunday perhaps before 10 a.m. You worship for about 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours. You stay for an extra 2 hours of fellowship, 1 hour or 2 hours of Sunday school, an additional 3 to 5 hours of committee meetings, group meetings, or choir practice, which is then followed by another 2 to 3 more hours of more fellowship around plenty of food and drink. Number 2, you come to church because you want to, but more so because you have to. That if you don't come to church, you feel like the rest of your week is incomplete. Number 3, you like serving on committees. You like serving as a chair or a coordinator or president of this committee or task force or board, or at least being an officer and being part of decision making. Number 4, you enjoy being responsible, seeing tasks at church done, running programs. It makes you feel good that there are many programs with many participants and many attendees, and it gives you even more joy when there are many visitors who come because these visitors are potential new members of the church. Number 5, you eagerly wait for the slate from the nominating committee to be presented, and you eagerly wait for the congregational meeting when elections will happen and who will be elected as session or deacons. That election time at church is one of those events we all look forward to in the church's life and in the church year. Number 6, you as a lay leader feel like you commit over 30 hours per week to church work. Number 7, for those of you who are pastors, you feel like you commit at least 90 hours, or it feels like you commit 90 hours per week to church, and think that you should spend a little bit more time at church. Number 8, you as a church leader feel that if only there were more Bible verses to memorize, more prayer meetings, more memory verses, more people at Sunday school, more people at choir practice, perhaps we can be better Christians and a better church, and more young people will come. Number 9, one of the first orders of business when starting a church or a new organization is to set up bylaws and constitutions, rules and procedures as to who will be officers, who will be leaders, who will be the decision makers. In other words, we want to know who will be responsible. Number 10, the paid staff, such as a pastor and church secretary, if there is one, plus the active elders and active deacons, should make all the decisions and execute those decisions. The rest of the church should follow. The leadership should implement those decisions by being supportive, waiting for the vision and mission statement to be developed by the session and pastor, and then the rest of the church will follow if it sits well with the rest of the congregation. Let me stop at this point.
讲吼，我是一个真注重迄个伦理的人。我相信大家十个中间，咱的教会拢真强调这项伦理。所以头一项就是讲，我去做礼拜时阵，拢比10点以前较早到。伫礼拜堂伫遐，差不多规日拢伫礼拜堂。礼拜煞了，嘛搁伫遐甲人交流，食饭了，安尼规日拢伫拜堂。就一项，我去礼拜堂，毋是甲人讲我要爱去，是讲我一定得爱去，无去心肝袂平安。第3项，我真爱插入，真爱迄个做迄个委员会委员，甚至做主席，毋是讲我啦吼，真爱做迄个吼，去做迄个代表吼。第4项，我真爱强调迄个有责任感的人，安尼真爱讲会当伫拜堂伫遐欢迎遐新来，遐来宾伫遐参加招呼，而且拢是以后阮的朋友，第5项，我真爱参加迄个提名委员会，也是讲迄个小会、迄个好会。知影要选什么人做新的长老、新的代表。第6项，我感觉讲吼，教会就爱真强调迄个法规啦，安尼就爱有迄个用迄个法规，有迄个受选的人才会当去负责任，第6项就是讲，这个评审度长老执事，差不多一礼拜上少就爱做30点钟的事务。